out-of-body experience.
Welcome to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast.
Welcome back to the Brothers of Wrestling podcast with your host, Logan and...
Hayden.
And I just want to start off by saying I want to apologize for missing a couple weeks of the Brothers Wrestling Podcast weekly episode. I've been having some technical difficulties, and hopefully things are a little bit on the better track, but I wasn't able to record any of these episodes. So just wanted to apologize for missing a couple weeks, but we should be back, hopefully. And
Yep, hopefully.
yeah, and we can start off by talking about this Roman and Punk build to WrestleMania, because it's getting really insane. I'm hearing Pipebomb 3.0 for CM Punk. After he
that last one was pretty intense.
He went off. I'm hearing that he had some bullet points given to him by the people backstage, but it was kind of just off the dome for Punk on that promo on Raw.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
He went after Rock. He went after Roman, calling him plastic, fake. Although his teeth are fake. I don't think anything else on him is fake. He went after Pat McAfee, called him Pat McAfee, which is insane that he said that on TV. He went crazy.
Yeah, he was scorching.
And for somebody who doesn't like Punk, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, it still annoys me, but it's just that's Punk's personality. So the thing about Punk that annoys me is that if it was anyone else, they would get scolded.
Yeah, probably.
For it. But Punk just gets to do whatever he wants, and that's what bothers me about Punk. Because he acts like he's like everybody else, but then when he does stuff like this, like, why is CM Punk the only one that's allowed to cut a pipe bomb promo?
I guess,
You're telling me no one else is allowed to
he
do
said
that?
it in the promo. He said because they're worried about what he's going to say, so I guess they just let him go out there and see what he says.
It's the same thing that I never understood about, like, MJF. It's like, we let MJF just say whatever he wants, and then no one's allowed to say anything to him.
He did call his boss a mark at one point.
And it just doesn't, like, the thing about wrestling is you're supposed to have a give and take in these promo battles. And the thing about that I don't like about MJF and Punk that everybody loves, and I get it, it's a cup of tea, but I feel like they're all take.
Yeah, they don't like people to give it right back to them. Yeah.
Because as soon as like Punk is telling Roman he's going to bury him next to his dead dad.
True, he said that. Yep.
And then Roman calls him old, and Punk hits him. Like, come on, like, that's the line that crossed the thing for here. Is Roman calling you old, yet you just told Roman you're going to murder him and bury him next to his dead father?
His actual legit dead father.
Yes, it's not even like he's alive still. Like, but like you did that line the next week and Roman said nothing. And now this time you get called old and then you cry and hit him. I would like to know.
I would like to know what the writers were thinking about. Like, did they ever have a conversation about should we let Roman say what he wants to say, or should we kind of tame him?
I don't know. That's the thing, though. It seems like when it's in battles with Punk and MJF, they always get tamed down. And that's what I don't like about it. Now, this promo was good. I mean, and that's the thing. Do I think the pipe bomb was amazing? I think the only reason people love it so much is because he called out Vince and Triple H.
True.
I think if he doesn't say those names, I don't think the pipe bomb's
and he said Cole Cabana
promo. Okay, Cole Cabana had wrestled there, so like whatever. Like, I don't know. I just never get why the pipe bombs always seem like they're so amazing, but
it's because
it was fun.
It's because Punk says the stuff you're not supposed to say, or at least people think you're not supposed to say.
Okay, but then why can he say it? That's what I don't understand.
He's the voice of the voiceless.
Because if anyone else would have said it, then they would have got, reprimanded.
I did think it was strange that he brought up the ticket prices, telling TKO to lower the ticket prices.
Oh, I guarantee that was fed to him.
I don't know. I mean, when they did the replay on the highlights on Twitter and stuff, they edited that part out.
Well, of course, WWE's not going to pretend like they did it. He's getting fed. Now, I'm not saying they gave him word for
yeah, they said, hey, mention something about the prices being too high or something.
But if you're going to go after the guy that apparently pushed Pat McAfee into this and no one else wanted him, then what's the one thing everyone's been complaining about?
Ticket price is too high. WrestleMania
And
is
who's the one
unaffordable.
that's in charge of that kind of stuff?
TKO and Ariel Manu, or whatever his name is.
Exactly. So they're obviously taking a shot at him without taking a shot at him.
I'm hearing.
So I don't think Punk came up with that all by himself.
No, probably not. I'm hearing Civil War conversations right now. They're saying Triple H is starting a Civil War.
Whatever. Triple H is that guy.
Because he's using Cody and Punk as his muse.
Triple H is such a two-face is not the right word.
He's a rebel.
But he's such a guy that's gonna shake your hand and smile at you to your face, and then as soon as you're gone, he's gonna lay you out.
He was like that in wrestling when he was wrestling.
That's his character, and he's not far off from his character. I mean, how many times is this guy like, oh man, I really think you did a great job, blah, 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 and then you see behind the scenes. I mean, it's happened in the Unreal show.
Yeah. It even happened, they made it a storyline when he was talking to Batista before their build to WrestleMania.
It's like he tells them that you're amazing, and then behind the back, he's talking about how much you suck.
Yeah, he did do that.
It just is what it is. So he's gonna take these guys out, and if he has a problem with something, he's not gonna.
No, he's gonna make other people say it.
He's gonna make the people that he wants, like, because who cares what happens to Punk? He don't care.
Well, Cody's the golden boy.
He don't care about Cody. He hates both those guys internally. But it's true.
He probably does. Well, I don't think he likes Punk very much.
I think he tolerates Punk because he knows what Punk is. And I don't. And I'm not saying he hates Cody, but I don't. I think the Cody thing is. It's almost
like an obligation.
Almost to me. Yeah, well, it's almost like I'm just gonna force him down your throats because I know that's gonna make you hate him, and I think that's funny.
He does get booed sometimes when he's up against Orton.
It's like. I think if there was any other guy in that position, I don't think he'd be forcing it down everybody's throat as much as he does. But I don't know. So, but that match is starting to get a lot of heat here. So Roman's going to be back on Raw next week.
Yep, final Raw before the go home show. It's before WrestleMania.
We'll see what happens there, but yeah, the Punk promo was good. It's nothing I would sit there and say it's the most amazing promo I've ever heard in my life.
The Punk and Roman build has been pretty good, but a build that has been surprisingly good has been Stephanie and Liv. I mean, they were given scraps in this rivalry, and they've kind of turned it into one of the hottest builds to WrestleMania. They just keep attacking. It's on site. They're attacking each other like crazy.
They made this real personal.
Yeah, it got real personal real quickly.
When they had no reason to make it personal. Like, there really wasn't there to make it personal.
No, I mean, they didn't really hate each other that much. And then all of a sudden, Stephanie's saying that you didn't work for anything, you don't deserve anything. And then Liv's calling Stephanie's mom a whore. Absolute insanity.
And, that, and just the fact that, like, she made her cry in that one interview.
Yeah. With Michael Cole.
I think my favorite part, though, is Dom.
Has to translate for
reactions of Dom. Well, just the reactions of Dom. When she was talking in Spanish, and he was
because he's here. They have to tell her.
And all that stuff. I thought that was pretty good.
That is funny. Yeah. But then this past Monday, Liv is in the Judgment Day clubhouse talking to Roxanne, asking her if she's all in on Judgment Day because Finn brought her in originally, and seeing where her allegiance lies. And then all of a sudden, Stephanie just bulldozes Liv into Roxanne, and their heads collide, absolutely smashing into each other.
It was disgusting.
And you could hear the thud on TV, and then Stephanie grabs Liv and throws her into the TV, and I feel like the TV exploded way too much for how much she threw into her, but whatever.
Yeah.
But then Liv and Roxanne both post pictures after Raw showing the welts on their head, and man, it's a softball on their heads.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. But yeah, and let's talk about the other thing about Liv is that her de-evolution of her attire.
What do you mean?
She's
wearing less and less clothes?
Well, she's just like going down, like all of a sudden she's like dressing like Lita almost.
She's dressing like
Attitude Era days. Like, what is happening?
That's just what she wants to wear, I
guess.
I have no idea.
It just kills me.
Dom likes it.
Oh, of course, Dom. What's Dom gonna say?
I don't know. She just wants to wear less and less clothes.
It seems like she's going to the. it's almost like her character's evolving into that like late Lita Edge
Like a
character.
pop punk type of girl.
Yeah, it just seems like that's the way they're trending.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
But it's just funny because it's not really like she's not really doing anything different.
No,
It
just
just seems like
different
she's
clothes.
going harder and harder into the Lita wardrobe.
Yeah, I can see it.
So,
I can see it. Now, I did
but
see a picture. She was in a sound studio, so it looked like she was. There's rumors she's making a new theme song that she might debut at WrestleMania.
that's pretty cool. I think they'll get some good entrances there for WrestleMania. I would hope they'd give them something.
Yeah, I mean, we
They
know
try
that
to give the main
the world title
matches.
matches usually get the pretty big entrance. Oba and Brock's gonna have a pretty big entrance, I would guess.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna
the
be a
world
big
title
one.
matches, and I'm sure like Drew McIntyre and Jacob will get a decent entrance each.
Mm-hmm. Well, I could see that match just starting in the back though.
True, that is true. They might not even get
Like
entrance.
it wouldn't shock me if they even get.
That would be pretty cool
entrances.
if they don't even get entrances. They
Just
just start attacking each other down the stage. That
this could
long
be
ramp.
a hardcore WrestleMania 17 match all over again.
I wouldn't mind it.
So,
I wouldn't mind
but
it.
yeah, it's It definitely got super personal. So.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where that.
Although
match
they
goes,
kind of
but
needed it because if
neither of them are wrestling,
they didn't
also.
go super personal, I don't know if this build would be as interesting as it has become. I think it needed something like that.
No, I'm not always into the everything has to be super personal.
Yeah, and not always.
Like
It doesn't always
sometimes
have to be.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes it could just be for the title.
Yeah, true.
But like this year, every single match is personal. Every
Like,
every single world title.
I don't know. Is Rhea and Jade that personal?
Well, we haven't got there yet. But I mean, if you want to go straight linear to that, we just watched Jade obliterate Io
True.
Sky on Raw.
It was kind of like didn't who was holding Triple H was handcuffed right when Orton punted Stephanie or something.
Well, he DDT'd her and kissed her.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what the idea of it was. But yeah, I mean, Rhea literally tweeted out that she'd never let that happen again. She'd rather die.
Yeah,
So,
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
I think this one's going a little personal.
Although there was a bunch of rumors that Asuka and Io were penciled in for the card, but they never showed up on the card when it was revealed on ESPN or whatever.
Yeah, there's two matches that they were saying was going to be on the card and now it's not. And I read something today where it said that there's a possibility that they're keeping that match off the card right now because they don't know if Nikki's actually going to be able to wrestle.
Oh.
Because she got hurt, so they would add the Kabuki Warriors to that
Interesting.
match.
Okay.
So I don't know.
It did look like.
Sucks. I mean,
did she just get hurt recently, Nikki?
Yeah, she got hurt a couple weeks ago in the wrestled Charlotte and Alexa.
Oh, okay. Because it looked like
she hurt her ankle.
Oh, it was her ankle. Because when she was in the corner, there was one moment. I don't know if it was last week or a couple weeks ago, where the match had ended and they were all brawling like they have been, and Nikki got thrown into the corner or something, and it looked like she was slow to get up and in pain. I didn't know if it was like her neck again or something like that. But if you said it's her ankle, okay.
She hurt it in one of the moves in that match and then never got back in the match or something.
Okay.
So we'll see, but I don't know. It sucks. I was looking at the did not qualify list for matches, and there's some good names that they're just getting screwed.
Yeah, it's tough.
Some big time people there,
especially when Io's one of the best wrestlers in the roster.
Because you don't get Io, you're not getting Io in.
You barely got Gunther. They shoehorned him in last second.
I mean, Tiffany's not in there.
True.
That's rough. She's had some great.
She was just WrestleMania. She was just champion last WrestleMania. So.
There's more.
Yeah, it's tough.
Find that list, but off the top of my head, Mello.
Yeah, that's tough for Mello. That's real tough.
But Elia is all in it.
That is also tough. Yeah. I did see something funny. A little bit of a tangent. Kalani Jordan was doing an Instagram live. From her car in the parking lot of NXT, and Jada Parker walked up to her car and started yelling at her because they've had this little rivalry right now. And she was on the Instagram live talking to Jade, trying to tell her to get away. And Mello was in the chat, and he was talking. He's like, because Jade had hit her car a little bit, smacking her car or something, and Mello put in the chat. He said, "Hit and run."
That's funny. Oh goodness. But like none of the tag teams are doing anything.
True.
Like even Priest isn't
Well,
wrestling.
Priest's tag champ right now, and he's not wrestling.
Well, I saw something where this is going to be one of the first WrestleManias in a long time. I can't remember which one. That neither of the tag team titles are going to be defended.
Yeah, that's pretty
Because
rough.
they're doing that 6-man tag.
That's pretty rough.
So you don't have Priest or Truth wrestling. You don't have the guns.
Yeah, they chose
You don't have...
Logan Paul, Theory, and Aisha Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight as their tag match instead of an actual tag team title match. Strange.
I mean,
but...
I'm sure you'll get something with Danhausen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
Probably
he's
something in
not
that match,
wrestling.
I would assume.
You don't have Miz or Kit Wilson wrestling.
Tough.
So I mean, it's just there's a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's why you need 7-hour shows.
Going to be there. But we should. Well, and then let's talk about real quick. The Cena's going to be the host. That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Now, a lot of people were thinking
I was
that
happy about that.
they were only doing that for ticket prices to get.
I think they're.
Or for
I think they're
to
doing,
buy tickets.
I think this is what Cena's role is going to be.
Yeah, just an ambassador just comes in and.
Yeah, he's just going to come in. He's going to do the Stone Cold thing.
Yeah.
Once he retires.
And we kind of guessed that when we were doing his review on last year, late last year.
He's just going to come in, do some stuff here and there, blah blah blah, and that's it.
Yeah.
And which is fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'll be happy to see Cena. Now, the thing I'm most interested about is that he said once he retired that the jorts and the shirts.
Yeah, he's going to be probably wearing a suit. I would assume.
Is he going to be wearing the suit? Is he going to be wearing some kind of like jeans and
no, there's no chance.
Is he going to go full suit the whole time?
I would think so. Yeah.
Is he going to go Peacemaker?
Is he going to go Peacemaker?
Because that would be hilarious.
That would be pretty funny
if he just comes out as Peacemaker.
No, I would assume he'd just be wearing the suit, the pinstripe suit that he always wears. I would assume he just wears something like that.
I assume so. It's going to be interesting to see him in that role now.
Yeah.
So I would love to see Cena in some kind of GM role too. Just throwing that out there.
He's too busy.
Obviously,
for that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's not going to do it mostly because he's busy. But
I'd love to see
gonna have to do it.
Him have the jorts and the t-shirt and the armbands and everything underneath the suit, and then he rips off the suit and he's got that on.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
So since Cena's going to be the host, let's move on to Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio with their build. It's been kind of a good build, also kind of a weird build.
Yeah,
and Finn just did a couple of backstage pre-tape promos where he basically said he's going to be the Demon again. And they put out, when they did the WrestleMania card reveal, they had Finn in the Demon outfit, or the Demon paint and everything. So,
yeah.
Looks like Demon's coming back.
Yeah. Kind of a weird spot to bring the Demon back. But I kind of get the idea.
I assume they were going to bring the Demon back. I was just hoping they would do a surprise for it. Like, it's Finn versus Dom the whole way until Dom comes out, makes his entrance, and then all of a sudden, the heartbeat starts pumping, and it's the Demon, and people go crazy. But they'll still go crazy.
Yeah, I think that would have been a little better, but I think that it's a weird match to bring the Demon back because he doesn't. I wouldn't think he would really need it against Dom.
No, probably not. But I mean, it's a little bit personal with how Finn brought Dom into the Judgment Day, and then Dom kicked him out.
I kind of get the idea of like he's finally free of the Judgment Day, so he's kind of going back to his old ways.
Yeah, he's got the music back. He's got the entrance back. Everything.
Yeah, so I kind of get that, but yeah, it's been a fine build. It's an undercard match, so
it loses a little bit because Dom's not Intercontinental Champion anymore. I was kind of hoping that it would be for the title and Finn wins the title at Mania, but
yeah. But speaking of that, I'm glad they gave us that ladder match.
I knew they were going to give us a ladder match. I mentioned this before. I kind of wanted a women's tag title ladder match, TLC style. I had told you about that. But they're not going to do that. They're going to go with the Intercontinental title ladder match where Penta will defend. And who's in the match? It's JD. It's
Jay
Rusev.
Evans.
Yes.
And Dragon Lee.
And then just on Raw, they added in 50-year-old Rey Mysterio, who magically is healthy now that Gunther has a match.
Yeah, didn't want to retire to Gunther, so he waited until he was in a different match, and now he's back. But... yeah, I don't know. It'll be a good match. I think they might add one more person. I wouldn't be surprised.
Now, what if they do Ray wins the Intercontinental title in the ladder match, and then we got Ray versus Dom Intercontinental title SummerSlam?
I mean, if I'm retiring Ray, I'd like it to be against Dom, honestly.
I think it's got to be against Dom. It makes the most sense. Mask versus hair. Ray loses. He gives the mask to Dom. He retires. Perfect.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I mean that'd make Dom such a huge heel.
Yeah. If you're not going to turn him face, might as well make him mega heel.
Yeah. But then also, like, I really just want Penta to win.
He's going to do something crazy on that
Penta,
ladder, I know for sure.
I think Penta's going to have a good run if he can keep the title. And Penta gives you a lot of extra stuff with it being Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Like, he already went down and said he was going to defend the title at Triple Mania against
Vikingo?
what's his name? Vikingo, yeah.
I wouldn't mind if Vikingo got added to the match, yeah.
So I just think that's some extra stuff that you can do with Pentagon that you can't really do.
Well, Dom did that a little bit because he's the champ. He's the AAA champ.
But Ray's also so injury liable.
True.
I don't know if I'd really want to put a title on him.
You probably have to keep him out of wrestling for a little bit, even if you won the title, just to keep him healthy.
But Pentagon could be your workhorse guy now. He can go and do AAA stuff. He can go and do.
He can have a somewhat open challenge where he faces people every week and
it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an
every
open challenge.
Thing. Yeah. But he can have good matches against some of these guys. I mean, him and Devon Evans would be a great match. Him and just any of these guys in this match is single.
Even El Grande,
a good match.
You could put on a good match with him.
So, but yeah, I'm hoping that Penta pulls that out. But it's gonna be a good match. You know, Evans is gonna do something insane.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna probably see a couple package pile drivers
has some good moves,
on the ladder.
Yeah. I think this would be a good chance for JD to really step up.
Yeah, you've been hating on him a little bit.
Show that he can. I mean, he just—it's nothing against JD. It's the fact that they book him as such a loser. Like they don't give him anything that makes him look any.
He's the guy who takes
strong.
the pin, so Finn didn't have to.
Yeah, and you got to have a guy like that in groups.
True,
it's fine, but I'm hoping this match gives him a chance to get back to that Jordan Devlin.
Yeah, he was putting on some good matches back then.
He was one of those main stars at NXT UK. So I'm hoping he can get back to that and kind of show off in this match to get himself a little bit more steam going forward. So, what else we got? Well, we talked about Gunther. He got involved in the Seth Rollins feud.
Yeah, and he had an interesting conversation with Paul Heyman backstage after the segment, where
Paul Heyman didn't bring him in.
He revealed that Paul Heyman wasn't the one who told him to do that.
He just did it.
But then he said that Paul's going to have to give him a favor, another big favor, if he does this for Seth.
Yeah, he owes him.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
And a lot of the hot rumor about that is that the favor is going to be, that he gives him Lesnar at SummerSlam.
I mean, the way Lesnar's been talking lately, he says he's not going to be around much longer.
I mean, I wouldn't think so. It's perfect. It's almost too perfect that SummerSlam's going to be in Minnesota. It's the perfect time. Lesnar's putting over Oba right now. He goes away for a little bit, comes back for the build to SummerSlam, puts over Gunther. I mean, that's the perfect end of a career.
Well, then you're giving Gunther everything. Then if you're ending the career of the Beast,
the guy who ended the streak,
you're giving Gunther the Beast killer. You're giving Gunther the streak killer. You're giving Gunther everything that Brock did, youngest champion. And you're putting all that down, and Gunther's going to get all that momentum.
Yep.
I just don't see how you can't give him.
It's
that
too
shot.
Perfect.
Now it depends on if Brock wants to lose or not. That's the other thing.
But there is a thing about Brock. If Brock likes you, he's gonna go over for you.
Yeah, I mean Brock's one of the greatest sellers there is ever.
And Brock likes Oba. I mean, the way that he's been performing on Raws the past couple.
I mean, just watch him. Just go back and watch his matches with Kurt Angle. Like he's selling hardcore for Kurt in those matches. He's making Kurt look like $1 million.
And then there's some other matches where he's pretty stiff.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he almost knocked out Braun Strowman.
I think he did knock out Braun Strowman.
And Braun Strowman learned real quick. You don't go hard against Brock.
No, I would never. I'd be so careful if I was wrestling Brock.
So you got to just kind of.
Orton found that out too when he busted him open with the elbows all those years ago.
Yeah, you got to get on the Beast's good side, and he'll give you everything. I mean, he's giving over the world right now.
Yeah, that segment where they were supposed to do the contract signing, but then Brock attacked. Oba mocked him with he did the taunt where that was pretty good. I love Oba so much.
Cool.
And then he gets on the apron and Brock attacks him, and then they start fighting. But Brock jumped on him and he caught him. and
Yeah, that was pretty
he took
crazy.
him into the metal pole, the steel pole, and then they got in the ring, and Oba jumped so far onto Brock that
Mm-hmm.
he almost headbutted himself onto the floor, and Brock put
Mm-hmm.
himself through the table.
Mm-hmm. Did you see the aftermath when
Yeah,
Brock throws
they
the
put
steps in
they put a
afterwards?
video out. I saw that was pretty
And
cool.
that hit that security
I
guy.
would not want to be a
He
security guy
just
around
gets
Brock.
obliterated. Oh, classic. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
Well, that
But
security guy last week, for that Oba
yeah,
just
who got
literally
launched?
tossed him. That hip is destroyed. I would. Oh man, his
Yeah,
hip is dust.
yeah, yeah. These guys are getting whipped in this feud. Um, but back to Gunther Seth. Um, the one thing I want to say, how smooth was that? Like, talk about go from Brock and Oba, this
Hmm.
monster battle where they're just brawling and obliterating people. How smooth was that transition? That match is going to be amazing at WrestleMania. Seth and
Yeah.
Gunther. That transition where Gunther slides
Yep.
in, tries to choke out Seth. Seth
Yep.
reverses it. Then he rolls through, goes for the stomp, gets pushed off. He hits that. He knocks Gunther out with that
Hmm.
boot, and then I I'll tell you what, that sequence when he goes for the suicide, where he takes the jacket off and
And
like
he
spins
gets
it,
it onto middle rope.
and then hits the suicide
Hmm.
and gets caught and then flipped over the table, but lands and jumps back over. That was one of the
This
smoothest
is the
like
kind of stuff that you get when you got two
transitions.
all-time performers going.
Oh man, it's Seth is so frustrating. You forget how good he
Yeah,
is.
because his
Really,
knees are brittle right now. He can't
yeah.
go.
I mean, he's going up on my list as one of my favorites,
If
just
if
because.
Seth's knees never took those beatings
Uh,
back in the early days of Shield and stuff, this man
yeah,
would be going for 15 more years.
I mean, he is so smooth when he does moves,
Yeah.
and his transitions are
Hmm.
so good.
Hmm. Now, how do
Um,
you feel about Seth with this new John Wick style attire he's got going on
love
here?
it, love it. This is the best he's looked in a long
Yeah,
time.
this is kind of where he needs to go. He needs to
It's
go on a one-man
yeah.
army type of mission.
He's got the trench coat
The
thing
Vision
going. He's got the black
with the
suit,
black tie.
the black hair.
Yeah,
I
he needs to
mean,
go all John Wick, which this is probably going to be my hardest match to predict who's going to win because you think you're going to need Gunther to win, right? Because you got to keep him hot, and he's the retirement
I
guy,
don't. It
and
doesn't, but it doesn't really matter though, because I don't think either way the loser's going to get too hurt by this
it's going to be a
match.
great match. So I wouldn't think anybody gets hurt too
But
much.
I
But
assume it's going to end with some kind of Braun Breaker
oh,
thing.
okay. So you don't think he's coming back Raw after Mania? You think he's coming back at WrestleMania?
I would assume that. I mean, the favor could honestly be Braun Breaker helping him.
Ah,
Like Gunther wants him. Like Gunther's going to take Seth out, but he knows he's going to need Braun to do it, and that's why he tells Heyman to get the favor.
interesting. Okay.
I mean, I could be wrong.
So do you
I
think Gunther's going to be
usually
a
am,
Heyman guy?
but no, I don't think this is going to go anywhere past
Okay.
this
Okay.
match. I think this had to come out of necessity, and I think they are doing it simply because it is a great
Okay.
match. Would I rather have seen Seth do something different with somebody else and maybe have Gunther and Ilya
Hmm.
fight? Probably. I would have went that direction to have those guys on the
Hmm.
card. Because there's other guys that Seth could have wrestled.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're telling me Seth and Logan Paul couldn't have wrestled at
I
this
mean, they
card?
could have, but is that as high profile of a match as they wanted? Probably not. No.
No, probably not.
They
But
would have put on a good
I
match.
mean, yeah, it would have been a good match.
Paul's a good worker and
And
everything.
and then you could still do the Braun Breaker stuff
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
comes back and
But they got to get
offset.
ISO speed on the card. So
Well, yeah, I mean that is what it is. I mean, I'm not all these people that are bashing celebrities. I get it.
it has been celebrity
I
heavy the past couple months.
this this whole thing's been really a lot of celebrities involved. I understand that, but also WrestleMania is the time when celebrities are
True.
involved.
True.
So you kind of got to find the the
Yeah.
balance. Now, I would tell you this: if it was like Jelly Roll wrestling at this WrestleMania 2, I'd probably have a little bit more
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
But it's really only
And
speed.
Speed's athletic enough to make it work.
And I don't know why we're considering Pat McAfee as a celebrity.
I mean,
He's been doing commentary for like the last 4 or 5
Yeah,
years.
but he kind of falls into
And
that.
he wrestled in NXT.
True. War Games.
And in WWE and WrestleMania
True.
before. It's not like he's not. It's not like he just came in from ESPN.
That is true. He's been around for a few years. Yeah.
So I mean, he's done stuff with wrestling. So
but you know what I say.
I wouldn't.
The fans do not like Pat McAfee inserted into this Orton Cody thing. They don't need him,
and that's fine. I'm not saying I like that either. I don't really. I think that was a weird choice, and obviously I don't think it was their choice. But I don't look at Pat as like a celebrity coming in and getting involved.
It's different with McAfee than it is with Jelly Roller Speed or something like that.
I look at it more like, I look at it more as like, now a commentator is getting involved.
Okay.
In a program. This would be the same thing to me almost as like Michael Cole getting someone's corner.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't look at it as like, it's the ESPN guy.
Yeah. I mean,
Pat's been doing this on commentary for 3-4 years. Why is that weird now?
It's probably gonna be he's like the mouthpiece for Orton for some reason, or that's
I think they just wanted it's gonna be the first WrestleMania on ESPN, and who's the biggest name that goes into both worlds?
Stephen A. Smith.
Pat McAfee. So would you stop with Stephen A. Smith? But Pat McAfee is your biggest name that's on both brands. Yeah. So why not put him in one of the biggest matches? That's what they're thinking. Because now you're selling. You're already putting this both nights the first hour on ESPN. So now you're telling ESPN people, and now obviously you're telling Pat McAfee people, hey, guess what? He's been doing it too now since he's debuted. Every single day on his show, he's had like a half-hour rant.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Promo. So now anyone who's watching ESPN just to watch ESPN,
they're like, what's going on?
and or Pat McAfee fans are watching this going, okay, well now maybe I need to go.
Man, those guys don't know how lucky they are. They're going to get Oba versus Brock for free. That's crazy.
Yeah, the people that are going to watch it, and that's why they're putting those matches. Why do you think they're putting the Intercontinental ladder match in the first hour?
Because you got to be like, I got to watch what happens next. I got to go get ESPN Plus or Ultimate, whatever.
You're putting the biggest matches you can on that first hour to give people that who's going to be in the first hour of the second night. Speed. They're putting that 6-man tag in the first hour. They're going to get people to view it, so then they'll buy the ESPN Plus stuff and get the rest of the pay-per-view to see what else happens. So
classic tactical marketing.
Yeah, I mean, they've done it so many WrestleManias. I don't know why people are getting so upset this year. They brought in Travis Scott last year. No one liked that.
That was horrible.
They've had a match at WrestleMania with Snooki.
True.
Well, like, what are we?
But those are in the dark times.
They've been doing this forever. The first WrestleMania, Mr. T was wrestling in the main event. Like, what are we talking about here? This has always happened at WrestleMania. So let's not
But you know that
I like how wrestling fans pick the times they want to be serious and the times they want to not care.
You know the IWC loves them some grit and grind, Ring of Honor style wrestling. You know they love the independent stuff.
I guess what that kind of wrestling does, it doesn't get major views. And that's what the IWC never seems to understand. Is that they're not doing this for the purity of wrestling. They're doing this for money.
The casuals.
WrestleMania is the ultimate casual wrestling event.
It's the Super Bowl.
If you want to watch the ultimate wrestling event, watch a Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, now we're talking.
That's more what, if you want to watch pure wrestling, watch a All Out. That's what you're looking for if you want pure wrestling. How many celebrities does AEW use?
A few. Shaq.
Every once in a while they'll use some.
Snoop Dogg.
But not many. They go strictly more, let's wrestle.
Mm-hmm. It's where the best wrestle.
WWE is sports entertainment. It's always been like that. No one was complaining when Mike Tyson was a special referee at WrestleMania 14.
No, everybody was loving it. They were going crazy. Those crowds were going insane.
What are we talking about? So, it's just different people.
Yeah, WWE, they've always been like that. That was Vince's vision.
What's happening is this IWC thing these are all those people from the Attitude Era that have grown up and they think they know what wrestling is and they have no freaking idea because they're acting like they don't know who Speed is. They're like, who's this loser getting a WrestleMania match? Who cares if he gets a WrestleMania match? We had a match with Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
like 4
It
years
was actually
ago,
a decent
whenever
match
that
too.
was. And that was one of the best matches on the card. Who cares? They're celebrities. You're always going to have it at WrestleMania. It doesn't matter who it is. Now, I agree. If you have too many celebrities, it's too much. So, like, people are getting on, what's his name, Lil Yachty?
Yeah, because he was out there with
Who
Trick.
cares if he comes out with Trick? What does that do for anything? He ain't wrestling in the
No,
match.
he's kind of like a hype man for him.
Who cares?
He's going to be at
Let
WrestleMania
it
because Trick
be.
invited him. So
No one says anything when they do the concerts before the matches. I mean, you had MJ, what's his name, Machine Gun Kelly singing Cena out that one.
that's right. I forgot about that.
Like, but no one said anything about that. But Lil Yachty's walking to the ring with Trick, and we're all upset about it. Who cares? Let it be,
Let it
people.
be,
Stop freaking
let
out
it
so
be.
much. But
All right.
that's my rant for today.
You love rants about the IWC, that's for sure.
I
I know
just
how to
don't
get
get
you high.
the-
If I talk about the IWC, Punk, or Cody, I can get you high.
I
Speaking
just don't
of,
get the
let's talk
hate.
about Cody.
Ugh.
Let's talk about Cody and Randy Orton. He's a killer, and now he's got Pat McAfee in his corner. How's Cody going to respond?
The build for this has been weird. It's almost like they like, and I'm not saying it's all WWE, but it's almost like they looked at this feud and said, "Man, this feud's got about 20 years of history, but we need to bring in like 50 people to help build this."
Jelly
match."
Roll McAfee.
Oh, Jelly Roll needs to get involved. McAfee, let's come on in. Stephanie,
Oh yeah, Stephanie with Cody.
you
Yeah,
need, you need to hype up Cody for some reason
Slap
because
him.
he's not hyped up enough for this match. For some reason,
Yeah, you couldn't have just gone
it's
with
like
pure history with Orton and Cody.
I just don't get it. But
Now
whatever.
I did like when Stephanie said you're not your father, and then Cody said you're not your father either, and then that was like some bad thing. Like Steph, you don't want to be your father.
Yeah, Jesus.
Uh,
I would think that's a compliment. Thank you very much. But I don't know. It's just the build's been weird.
yeah, it has been weird.
It's
We'll
just,
see what Cody does
the
on SmackDown.
The payoff was weird for McAfee.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way they built it, you could tell it wasn't like supposed to be McAfee.
No, it definitely wasn't.
The way
He said there's even rumors that he said
made
he
no
didn't want to
sense.
be it.
I'm sure he probably didn't.
Yeah.
But then when your boss is yelling
You
at
got
you,
no
telling
other
you
choice. Yeah, you're not.
gonna do
What are you
it.
gonna say? No.
Yeah, I mean, McAfee's one of the biggest.
Yes, man.
Like, well, he's also, if he doesn't like it, he's gonna punk you out.
True.
But there's only a certain level to that. You ain't going up to Emmanuel, whatever they are, and punking him out.
No.
He'll take you out, and you'll never be seen again.
He's got guys.
So those guys all got guys. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And I think he's like his agent or something. He represents McAfee or something like that.
Yeah, I think he does. I mean, that was a lot of what he did before. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, the match is going to be a good match, regardless.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be okay for you because you don't like Cody, so you don't like his wrestling style. So it's gonna be.
Yes, a Cody match is never going to be a top tier match for me. I didn't like it when he was younger. I don't like him now. He's still old man. He's always old man walking.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching an old pay-per-view when he was in Legacy and he did that. And I'm sitting there thinking, geez, he did it back then. He's like 10 years old in this match and he still does it. But yeah, the match is going to be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I think Orton's going to win it.
It definitely doesn't have the hype right now. Punk Roman.
It could have. I mean, it was as hot as it could be after Orton took out Cody and turned heel, quote unquote turned heel. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he officially turned heel or not because Cody kind of told him to do it. Really, he gave him permission. Now, the only thing that we have left to figure out with this is Orton mentioned there's more than one royal family. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Now, is it just a dig at Cody's line in the song, or is Bob going to get involved? Or was he talking about McAfee? McAfee has no wrestling royal family, so it was just a throwaway line.
Well, who knows? It could have been for something that was going to be the real person, and now they can't do it.
I'd like to see Cowboy Bob out there.
But some people think The Rock's going to come.
I have seen that, yeah.
Involved in this match, so and Orton's going to become like the corporate guy now with The Rock. and they're gonna be like
Corporate
teams.
Orton would be crazy.
Like there's this whole thing I was reading about where it's team T, like they could lead to a match at like Survivor Series this year where it's team TKO versus team
I've seen that
WWE,
too. Yep.
where it's like Rock and Orton and McAfee and I forget who else was on team TKO.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
And then I think it was Logan Paul and somebody
Probably
else.
makes
and
sense.
then it was gonna be like Punk and Cody and all
Mhm.
these guys. But
Mhm.
so I don't know. They could go the corporate route where they finally pay off on the Rock doing the whole Cena thing. I don't know.
You think Rock
It's
wants
hard
to
to tell.
wants to pay that off? Probably not.
I don't know.
We still don't know what he came back at. What was that? Bad Blood a couple years ago and held up the fingers or whatever. We still don't know what that meant. So
One thing we know about the Rock is that he doesn't know how to do any hand signals. He did that at Bad
yeah,
Blood. He did the
throat
weird
cut.
neck slash
Yeah.
that made no sense. Like who's slashing their throat like that?
And then he goes up to the jaw and up the ear.
It made zero sense.
And he's supposed to be an actor.
Ugh, actor was an actor.
Yeah, true.
That's what Punk
Was.
says. Yeah. So when people think he's going to get involved in that match.
I think people are hyping up for getting a Rock back again. He's not going to come back.
I think Rock's just going to do everything. Maybe they're going to form an ultimate stable where it's like Rock takes out Cody and then Orton's champ, and then he goes over on the next night and takes out Punk and Roman's champ.
You know what? I wouldn't hate it.
Maybe it's like a 3-man power trip.
That would be pretty sick.
Roman, Orton, and Rock just leading the charge.
I wouldn't mind if Rock is the mastermind behind it all. If that's what they want to do. I want Rock to be fully committed, like he was Final Boss style. If he's going to keep leaving these teases out there and never build anything, then that's going to just get annoying.
Yeah, well, that's the Rock for you.
And the whole Rock yelling at Triple H backstage thing that they caught on camera, that never led to anything. I think that was just Rock saying stuff to say stuff. That's the problem with Rock. Rock just ad-libs so much. You never know what is going to lead to anything. He leaves all these crumbs in case they lead to something, but then they usually never do.
Well, it was like when they had that backstage altercation. I forget which WrestleMania that was. Man. Triple H and Rock did.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the in-ring thing with Ronda Rousey.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then it was supposed to be that next year was supposed to be Rock and Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah, didn't they get Kurt?
Yeah, they had to have Kurt come in because he couldn't do it. So, but it's just stuff like
Your favorite
that.
Kurt?
I do love a good Kurt Angle. Greatest wrestler ever.
Okay, let's not. Brian Danielson exists. Let's not get crazy.
I know who Brian Danielson is. He ain't better than Kurt Angle. Tell him to eat some meat. Maybe he could
Eat some meat.
He ain't drinking milk, that's for sure.
All right. Was there any other builds you want to talk about?
Yeah,
we talked about the main one, although we didn't really talk about Jade Rhea. We kind of glossed over to talk about.
Yeah,
Io.
that one's fine. I'm not as excited about that one.
I'm excited because I think Rhea's going to win, and I'm going to get those points. So
I'm hoping that Jade pulls it out, but I'm not.
She's had the title for a while. I was thinking about it. I was like, how long has Jade had the title? She's had the title for a good amount of time.
Yeah, she's done nothing with it.
Well, yeah, obviously.
But yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a fine match. It's gonna be more of a what's the right word? A brawl than a match.
Probably.
But it'll still be good, I think. But yeah, I'm not expecting a ton
Just
for it.
one more thing. I saw with that 6-man tag with the Usos and LA Knight and then Speed and the Vision. I did see somebody post a GIF or a video of this guy saying, who was it? Was somebody that I recognized. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head, but it was basically just saying, who's going to do the work? who's working this match?
No one. No one in that match.
I forget who said who the video.
You got a bunch of guys that aren't going to do anything in that match.
Who's working?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And I also saw it's a classic meme of Kevin Nash pulling out off the blanket and he gets up out of the chair.
Oh, with Ray.
Yeah, with Ray.
Yeah.
I love that. What does he do that for? Why does Kevin Nash do that? Why is he in the wheelchair? And
there was a thing where I forget if he was supposed to have a title match or he had to vacate. Something happened, and so they were gonna do the match anyway.
Yeah.
And so they were gonna do the match. So he comes out in the wheelchair and he's hurt. And then they say, "Oh, okay, let's do the match." And then he takes the blanket off and he was just faking it
Yeah.
the whole time. And the guy freaks out. I forget who he's even fighting.
Man,
Now,
it's a classic meme. I love it.
Yeah, it was like that bait and switch where he's like, "Oh, okay, here I go."
Because now people do that for every sort of injury return or fake injury.
Yeah,
Anything. Oh, I love it so much.
yeah, it's great. So, we should hit real
Yeah.
quick on Dynasty.
Ooh, okay. Yep.
I think this pay per view could, you know, give WrestleMania a run for
Could
its
make the
money.
Supercard bracket madness.
You got no, that's but you got MJF Omega main event.
It's gonna be a good match.
They've had some history, so
I think
it's gonna be a
MJF
good
should pull it
match.
out, but you never know. Maybe they give it back to
I
Omega
hope so.
if Kenny's fully healthy.
But that's gonna be a good match, and then you're getting the finally getting the Moxley Osprey match.
Oh yeah, Osprey healthy. He's gonna go
after
crazy.
everything that happened. So that's gonna be a really crazy match. Yeah, that card's lining up good. You're getting FTR and
Christian and Cope.
What do they call themselves?
Cope and
Yeah,
Christian,
Cope.
whatever it is.
I couldn't think of I couldn't think of his name.
Cope and Christian, I think is what they're going by.
So, you mean Christian Edge?
It's Edge and Christian.
Nope. I'm playing into the Mandela effect on the pod now. Christian
That doesn't
and Edge.
flow.
It flows. So yeah, that's gonna be a crazy match. So yeah, that Dynasty card.
Yeah, it'll be a good card for sure.
Pack it up, and then there was saw that they announced on what company was it? Was it? Let me see here. I don't want to say their own name. But there's a dream match happening the weekend of WrestleMania.
Okay.
But I want to make sure I get the right card. Yeah, at the WrestleCon.
WrestleCon, okay.
At the Mark Hitchcock Super Show.
All right.
It's a dream match. April 16th, you're getting Ricochet.
Nice.
Which I don't know how they pulled this match off.
Is he going to tell somebody that he's happy they got a disease?
You're getting you're getting Ricochet.
Okay.
Taking on Leon Slater.
Whoa.
That is a epic.
Wow.
Match.
Okay.
That might be the best match happening.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. Actually,
this month
I did see. Speaking of Leon Slater, I did see that he's pretty close to breaking the all-time length, being the longest reigning
He
X
just
Division
passed
champ.
second place.
Yeah.
He just passed second place. So he deserves it. I hope he gets moved in. I would love to see him come to the main roster and team with Evans.
Oh, he's leaving TNA for sure when his contract's up.
That'd be a great tag.
Speaking of that, I don't know if you want to get into this now or we can get into it next week or sometime a little bit more, but I did see there's some hot and heavy rumors about Mike Santana's contract ending pretty soon, and he's going to be headed to WWE.
Yeah, I think he would go to NXT.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And probably be a fresh face to fight D'Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can see that. I mean, I think that's what's going to happen with it's sad to say, but it's almost like TNA is like your third level.
Yeah, they're the minors.
It's like the TNA guys they're gonna graduate into NXT, and then they're gonna get to the main.
That's
roster
what TNA's become at this point. They're the minor leagues. They're the feeder system.
They've already done it with Hendry.
Yeah, and Jordan Grace.
And Jordan Grace, and I mean Trick went the other way.
Yeah, true. That's what TNA's become. They are the first stop that builds the guys until they're somewhat credible. Then they ship off to somebody more important.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing that's happening with AAA.
True.
AAA guys are going to start coming in.
Dragon Lee's benefited a lot for AAA, this partnership and stuff.
I mean, all those guys are. The El Grandes.
Yeah.
Which did you see, by the way, since we're talking about that, they announced at Triple Mania they're doing the mask versus mask match.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Which I'm glad they decided to do it at that card.
Yeah, because I mean,
instead of trying to do it at
Kaiser's Grande is going to win, and he's the babyface. So
Yeah, he'd be the face in
Yeah.
Mexico, so that's good. And then you get Gable.
Yeah, he's gonna lose. He's
Which
gonna be
hopefully he can move on
and be actual Gable
do
again.
something different. Yeah. So.
Hopefully.
But yes, I'm glad they didn't try to shove that into a WrestleMania card where it wouldn't really
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
I'm glad
It's
they're
better
going to
for
put that on.
AAA. Yep.
I mean, that could be your co-main event.
Probably. I mean, they love Grande down there so much.
So I think that was a smart play by them to, and that's where that kind of.
There are
belongs.
some bitter
You don't
people
need that
about
at
Tyler
Mania.
Bate and Pete Dunne not having their personalities anymore and being just resulted in or just boiled down to just being these masked goons that
Yeah,
are doing nothing.
I do.
But I'd have to say that this probably saved their careers. Honestly,
Wow, in WWE,
they were going nowhere. Unfortunately, I like them both, but
yeah, it's rough. It sucks that some of those guys had that problem where they could just get stuck like that. Because those guys were carrying NXT UK there for a while.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
those
Dunn
two
was like
guys started it.
2 years he had the title,
Yeah,
something like that.
they started it until Gunther came in.
Well, there was a couple champs. You had Dunn, you had Bate, you had I think did Coffee have it? Coffee might have had it once, and then Gunther obviously had it for a long time
Well, Gunther had
when he
it
was fat.
until Ilya, and then Ilya
Yeah,
went
Ilya
back
had it for a
over.
while. Yep, Fat
Because then
Gunther or Fat Walter.
didn't he go against what's his face?
Who?
Or was that Tyler Bate that had it last? Whenever they unified it,
Oh,
was it Bate? Did Bate win it and be the last champ? I can't remember.
he might have been the last champ. I can't remember exactly if he was the last
Because
champ.
they unified at that World Collide
Yeah,
show.
I can't remember if he was the last champ, and he might have been.
I can't remember.
But one more thing before we go about Mike Santana, just the career that Mike Santana's had. He was a nobody in LAX with Ortiz, and then has turned himself into this guy who's probably going to get a decent contract from WWE. So
Yeah,
good for him.
yeah. He worked hard at it. I'll tell you that.
I mean, he was an afterthought in the new LAX. Him and Ortiz were just two guys.
Yeah, I mean that whole LAX thing was built around Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go with him. If he goes straight to the main roster, I would assume he'd go to
Yeah, me
NXT,
too. That's what I would think.
I wouldn't see him. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, he's main event in TNA right now, but I don't see him as main event.
No, definitely not. He needs a little bit of time with the WWE audience first in NXT.
So let him go against D'Angelo, have a good feud there, because you're probably gonna lose Paige and Saints here soon.
Yeah, I would think so.
And I mean, I would even see why would you keep Hendry down there? He can bring him up to Raw,
Definitely.
or SmackDown, and let him do something up there. So
one last thing, my prediction for Raw after WrestleMania, I could definitely see Royce Keys finally breaking through the main roster, and
I feel like you got to.
he's been wrestling on main event. I've seen some videos.
I mean, you can get this guy coming in and being a monster.
Yeah. So I think not only do I think Braun Breaker's going to return at Raw after Mania, I think Royce Keys is going to be a debut, quote unquote. I know he debuted at Rumble, but
now here's the real question: do we need another faction?
I mean, you can never have too many factions.
And do you say, okay, let's have? They'll never do it, but how funny would it be if they did a double turn somehow, where Cody ends up turning heel,
Ooh.
and say the whole match ends up with Keys,
Okay,
and
Saints and
Paige,
just all the AEW guys.
They all come out. It's just an AEW fest.
Now we're talking. I mean,
maybe they call themselves a WEA.
WEA.
That's what they're called themselves.
I have mentioned before that, I mean, Cody Saints and Cody Page they're all friends. So
yep.
Saints is, I mean, the reason he's in WWE is because Cody wanted him over there so bad.
Maybe Jade joins them.
Okay, now we're talking.
Just everybody group.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I definitely think factions they could use one because I mean, who knows where the Vision's going to go after WrestleMania?
Well, the Vision's going to be done.
Yes, I would assume Seth's going to kill it. So it's probably gonna end with him versus Breaker. Like if Seth wins, the Vision's dead or something like that.
But I don't know. I think they could come in as a group anyway.
And then you got Judgment Day kind of falling apart a little bit. You got the girls and Dom.
Yeah, but can you even call it Judgment Day anymore?
I mean, yeah, because Dom still technically was not an original member, but he was close to original member.
The real Judgment Day is over on SmackDown. Truth and
The
Priest.
truth. And Rhea's over there now, so
Yeah. So that's where the real Judgment Day is.
so they need another faction.
Yep. So
All right. Well, I apologize again for the technical difficulties that I've been having over the past couple of weeks, but hopefully we can power through and get some more Brothers Wrestling content out for you guys. Follow us on Facebook, Brothers Wrestling. Follow us on YouTube, where all these videos go up as well on Brothers Wrestling Podcast. And we will catch you in the next episode.
peace.